Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday morning trading room. Just a moment here. We'll get the screen share going on. I will warn you, today or last night, I hardly slept a wink. Usually when you're trading, you want to be sure you're bringing your A game. I'm not sure I have it today. All right, here we go. The market currently trading around 79.36.37. You can see where we left off. We left off at around 8,000 yesterday. Major low gap to the downside. So there's a, I guess, upside gap, sorry. But the market definitely still bearish, and you can see we are trading near some significant support. The market taking a little bit of a bounce here off of the 7,900 level last few days or last week. See what I mean about being tired? Wow. All right. So it's looking like we are probably more bearish than bullish. But it is still early. The market just opened up. The trading band here on the Eagle and the Raptor, very, very narrow. You have a bit of a sideways range going on, like so. You could place a just-in-case order to sell below the overnight low, looking for that breakout. And it would be a trend resuming breakout. The top side, we're not so sure yet, but we'll see here. How the market unfolds. And then adjust our trade accordingly. All right, getting a couple of buy signals here on the Raptor and the Falcon, actually. Oh, and the Hawk. So if you're looking for your first in-sync signal, I think we just had it. The number one signal, I probably would have passed on because it still looked very, very sideways. But the number three signal showed potential. And in fact, did get up to find its profit objective. So it looks like they may be trying to fill at least part of the gap. And that too is not unusual. All right, have we broken the top end of the trading range? Yes, it does appear that way. I would like to see a retest and an opportunity to buy. Then we're going to have the market in a little bit more of a bind. Oh, come on, give me two bearish bars. All right. I can now place my just in case order to buy above the high. As the market comes down here, retest the breakout. And this is going to be a big deal. When the market comes back down to this zone, it's going to react because there was a breakout above the highs, above these swing highs. And we anticipate two moves in the direction of the breakout. So move number one is the breakout. There's going to be a little bit of a reaction here somewhere. And once we see that reaction, then we can tighten up our sell order and we'll have the market pinched. There's one. There's two. Okay, we got the market in a bind. I'll set my profit order. Okay, so far a nice little test of the extreme. All right, looks like, are they going to try the breakout? Are they going to try to resume the uptrend? All right, they're going to try it. We should have comparable signals. We have a late filter entry signal here on the Falcon. So the filter not changing color, pardon me, filter changing color, going out of sync, coming back into sync. The trend line never changing color, and we produce a buy signal. And we have a number 3 signal. struggling here a little bit. I can manage this here from the Raptor. Wow, we keep flip-flopping here. Sellers showing up. Okay, this is decision time. You're either going to keep your stops back and try to ride out the swing, or you're going to start getting really aggressive with your stops and settle for an early stop out if the market reverses. If I can get a couple of bullish bars, I may opt for the early stop out. All right, so I've rolled my stops in now below the low of this bar. I'm probably going to get tagged. Yeah. Oh, pretty sure I'm going to get tagged out here. So yeah, there we go. All right, well, let's put that away for now. Big gaps to start the day always make it difficult because you never know, is that gap an acceleration gap and will the market just keep going from there? Or is it a gap that the market's going to try to fill? Thanks, Keith. Keith says we've got consumer confidence and pending home sales reporting at the top of the hour. Back to the hard edge now. This is also the same zone where we broke out before. Close enough. When we are in the hard edge, of course, we do anticipate some sort of reaction. The Hawk and Falcon already a little bit more bearish. It's just the Raptor and Eagle that remain bullish. Let's see if the Falcon gives me a trend change signal to short. I may go with it. But I would like to take it below this low here because obviously we've got buying support, the market pushing back from these lows. All right, there's a signal, and I will take it just below the low, get my exit order out of the way. This should bring my Bollingers into sync as well. The market's still without trend, folks. I'm still searching for a trend here. And I'm hoping my delayed entry is going to keep me on the right side of this trade. Maybe I'm going to try to stretch it out. I took a little bit of a hit on the other trade. Maybe I'll go for a slightly larger target here. Wow, not again. They are not playing nice right now. I'm not surprised to see them want to retest this high. Um, After they retest this high, they're probably going to try to push lower again. All right, so there's the retest of the last swing. Here's a little bit of a reaction, and we'll see now whether the sellers can actually take this market back or whether I'm going to get tagged going the other way too. Come on. The market is torn between, are we in an uptrend this morning, or are we still in a downtrend? That's what the market's trying to figure out right now. It's not sure. You can see we've got a rule of 3 developing here on the eagle. This is the test of the extreme. If we do come back with another sell signal, then we will definitely have a rule of 3. All right, we've got the rule of 3 signal, the eagle kind of filling that as well. We got to get some momentum, get below these recent swing lows, and we'll start to stop out some of the buyers. We'll trap them out of their positions, and that may actually establish a trend. Ooh. Okay, that's not what I wanted. All right, I'm going to cover above here, and I'm going to consider reversing the position on the next buy signal. Do we have? All right, so we got tagged out. We have a number 1 signal here to buy. So I'm just going to buy into the market. And I'm going to try to get a little bit more out of this trade, as it seems as though we may have actually settled on a direction now. You can see we're moving a little bit more briskly at this point. I'll take the trade up now to break even. My profit objective is probably too aggressive. I'll bring it back down here toward the secondary support zone. Come on, just give me this swing. Don't be like that. Let's see if they can get above here. There's a good chance that they'll try to reach the secondary support line. Come on, give me that swing, you stinkers. Ah, well, that's annoying. I guess I should have just taken my profit when I had it. Trying to reach a little bit further. So we still got this debate going on in the market. Are we bullish or bearish? That was a very nice little bull rally, and yet it didn't go anywhere. Well, it went up, but then it stopped. I suspect what we're going to see is the market's going to consolidate here for the next little while. And then once again, it's either going to test the upside, pardon me, or the short side. So we're just waiting now for that consolidation. Okay, back now to the hard edge, and we're going to see what we get for a reaction. Wow, major break. All right, well, this is where the buyers picked it up before. Down here, let's see if they can do it again. If they can, it may offer a buying opportunity. Otherwise, the sellers are going to take the market away from them. All right, there's that reaction now. So we could actually get set up with an order to short below here. You'll notice though that we have made some progress today, but for the most part, we're trading over the same numbers here. We haven't really wandered all that far. Well, the open shot up, but since then, we haven't really gone all that far. All right, just waiting for the other reaction so that we get the market pinched one way or the other, and hopefully this time it will work out. All right, I'm gonna look for an early, well, I don't even need an early number one. I've got a trend change signal happening here on the Falcon. So I'm going to place my order to buy above here. Oh, look at this back and forth. Yeah, I would agree. Jeff says the market's trading right at the daily point of control, which is kind of where most of the traders have the price, where most of the traders have entered the market. And it does show a contented market, if you will. You notice how flat our trading band has become. All right, a little bit of a move lower. So we're testing the bottom end. As we keep going back and forth here, it may offer the opportunity to tighten the entry. Okay, we got a little bit of a trend line thing going on here. Still waiting for the market to get outside of this range. All right, I'm going to look to tighten things up here a little bit. All right, there they go. We're going to see a little bit of a bullish break now. Okay, we're going to see a bullish break now. Oh, man, come on. Where is the follow through? Well, there we go. We just made our swing target. So there's $100 on the table. I took a couple of hits this morning. I'm going to see whether or not we can get back up here to the high of the morning. Next bull bar, I'm going to start to roll my stops up. Wow. Look at that. So we hit the high probability profit target, and once again, we're just moving right back into the sideways range. Not much fun trading today. Well, I don't know where everybody went, but there's nothing going on here this morning. Yeah, we're just not getting any follow through one way or the other here. The market should have had a little bit more giddy up on this breakout. We've seen the support hold so many times. We were making higher support. We broke a bearish trend line. There should have been more to the upside here. Come on. You know, the failed breakout here really is putting a strain on the long position. I'm probably going to have to settle for a small loss here. This is really the last chance now for the buyers to do anything. If they don't get it together at this point, the market's going to reverse and stop me out. How do I know? Well, I've just seen them take out this swing high. They've come back down after breaking a swing high. They're supposed to keep going higher if the trend is up. Yeah, like Ron says, worst day trading real money I've ever had. Days like today, it's really important that you have your trade quota and that you have your max loss in place. So you don't want to keep chasing the market around. It will break out from here eventually. It will settle on a trend eventually. But typically, I have a 3 trade quota and I want to finish in the black. Currently, I'm not in the black. But I also have a loss limit on the day. And that can be a dollar amount whatever amount really makes you squirm in your seat, or it can be a percentage of your capital. Yeah, see, there you go. So I've hit my trade quota and I've hit my loss limit today. So I would stop trading regardless. Regardless of whether the market makes a huge breakout and just goes screaming off, higher or lower, the market's just not cooperating. And those kinds of days will happen. I don't know, it may sound like a lame excuse, but maybe the lack of sleep is clouding my judgment. I did have some opportunities to take profit on target that I skipped. So, maybe I should have been smarter about that, taking some profit when I had it. At any rate, it doesn't look like the market's going to be doing much. It will probably loosen up this afternoon. It will probably settle into a trend. But right now, it's still up in the air whether it's going to try to fill that opening gap or if it's going to continue lower. Ron asks, rules. Well, I have, if you're asking about my loss limit rules, I have my trading quota. So I'll only look to trade a certain number of times a day. Less is more. When you're starting out, you should look to take one trade a day. When you're consistently profitable doing that, and I'll pause while I let that sink into everyone. Once you're consistently profitable taking one trade a day, you can start taking 2 trades a day. Once you are consistently profitable taking 2 trades a day, and once again, I will pause while you ponder that, then you can entertain taking 3 trades a day. Trading is a game of probabilities. Most people lose money because they overtrade. This is not a production line. If you want to be paid for doing more, get a job. In trading, you actually get paid for doing less. You have to pick your moments. I've used the sniper analogy many times. A sniper's not carrying a weapon, that can blast 30 rounds a second or something silly like that, right? A sniper has a limited amount of ammunition, but he's a specialist. He doesn't just shoot at anything that moves. He picks his moments. And so should you as a trader. You shouldn't trade every signal just because. You need to pick your moments. So I have my trade quota. Typically, I like to trade 2 or 3 times a day. If the market is really cooperative, and you will learn to recognize these kinds of days, I will occasionally go for the 4th trade. I also have a loss limit on my account. I have an amount that if I suck up the loss that day, I say, enough. The market's got my number today. Something's not right. Either the market is it's just churning, which I think is what we're looking at today. In which case, if we get a signal to sell, the market will reverse and head higher. If we get a signal to buy, the market will reverse and head lower. The market's just very happy where it is right now, and it's just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. So long as we attempt to take a trade within this zone, it's a crapshoot. You got a 50-50 chance on, well, actually, you have a 50-50 chance on most trades, mathematically speaking, anyway. But so long as the market is within this range, your guess is as good as anyone's. There's no directional bias here. We do better when the market has a directional bias, when it tips its hand and says, okay, I'm heading lower now, or okay, I'm heading higher now, then we can take advantage. But when the market's like this, no. In fact, it would have been very boring, but there should have only been one trade today. So this was the opening sideways range. This move right here should have been the only trade today. Actually, you could have tried that one. But after that, you should just be sitting on your hands. There have not been any other really good opportunities today. So I have my loss limit. If I hit that amount, I stop trading no matter what. And it can be a percentage of your capital, 2%. It depends on your account. If you're trading a $10,000 account, 5% is adequate. If you're trading a $100,000 account, you can probably get by with 1.5 or 2% of your capital. These are amounts that you should be able to recover in the next couple of days. But the key is not to keep trading. It's not you, it's the market. And we can't control the market. All our job is to find out which way the market is going, aka trend, and then trade in that direction. If the market is not trending, well, we can't do our job, can we? And until the market shows us which way it's going to go, any attempt at a trade is probably not going to work out. All right, on that note, I think we're going to close up shop here, and well, we'll take a look at it again tomorrow. Hopefully things will loosen up a little bit. If you are going to hang out the rest of the day, I would favor a move lower, and that's based more here on the daily, the last couple of days. But you can't deny the overall trend is still up. So you can see why the market is so conflicted. There's evidence to move the market higher or lower. All right, gang, be careful out there. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.